Hello everyone, it's Adam Okeji from Drum School Finders at Drum Study Abroad on Instagram and Drums Study Abroad on YouTube. Today I'm actually going to be doing a walkthrough on how to fill the UK study visa form. So if you're a student and you're trying to complete your UK study visa form, this is for you. So let's jump right in. First, we go on the embassy's website and enter that right in your browser as is shown on my screen. Once we get on the embassy's page, you need to scroll down and go to apply online as is shown on my screen. You need to confirm your visa type, and as an international student you would be selecting the tier 4 option. You may be child or general, but for the purpose of this video we've picked tier 4 general. You need to select a country, so wherever you're actually applying from. We've chosen Nigeria for the purpose of this video. You would also have to pick the appropriate option, and we have picked the top one. And then you'd click apply now. You'd then have to register your email address, put in your email address, create a password, repeat your password, and then save and continue. And then you click save and continue once your preferences have been properly entered. The next screen will open up. If you've got any additional telephone numbers, do put that on. And then confirm if you want to be contacted by telephone or not. Your CAS confirmation of acceptance for studies. You need to answer that question. If it's a yes, then you need to put in your CAS number and then save and continue. Well, you can see I got it wrong, so I have to re-enter my CAS number. Once that is done, I'd need to enter my passport details, and it's very important that you enter your details exactly as it appears on your passport. So if you've got any middle names, this will be the best point to put them in, and your family name. So try not to mix these up, otherwise your visa could be denied. You also need to alert the embassy if you've ever been known by any other names. For example, if you've been married or just changed your name. In this screen, you would be confirming to the embassy if you are single, married, female. They want to know what your gender is. And then you move on to the next screen where we confirm, where you'd have to confirm your full home address or office address that you're using to do the application. to explain how long you've actually lived at the address and whether you own or rent it. And once you've put it in, you'd save and continue. On this screen, we're going to enter our passport details. You need to enter your passport number with any letters available, if you've got letters or if it's just numbers. And you also need to enter the issuing authority, which will be stated on your passport, and also the issue date, day, month and year. The date of your passport, which will also be indicated on the passport. So enter your issue date and your expiry date, and be sure not to mix up the The screen will now move you onto the section for your identity card. You need to indicate whether you have a national identity card by answering yes or no. If yes, you'd need to answer the questions below. Input your national identity card number and issuing authority. In this screen, you need to answer questions about your nationality, country and date of birth. So please answer the questions as is written on your passport below. Information to complete this will be found on your passport data page, so please copy exactly what is written on your passport data page. A student with multiple nationalities, you'd need to answer yes at this point or no if you're not. The other sections have simple questions that have radio buttons where you answer yes or no, so just indicate which applies to you and click save and continue to progress on to the next section. As a student going to study in the UK, they allow you to come with your dependents, which could either be your spouse, which is a husband or a wife, and or your children. If you've got children under the age of 18, they could also accompany the student as a dependent. So at this point, you need to fill in their details and click the save and continue. The embassy also requires details about your parents, and they've divided it into two sections, one for your first parent and another for your second parent. So it doesn't matter what order you put your parents in. Your mum could be your first or second, and your dad could be your first or second, but you actually have to put in their name, given names, family name, date of birth, and their nationality. also need details about family members who live in the UK. So if you've got any family members in the UK who could be your spouse, your parents, children, grandparents, they want to know about it. And if you haven't got any, just say no. If you're traveling as part of an organized group or with another person, you need to indicate it in these sections shown on the screen. If you're traveling with someone who you're not related to and someone who's not your dependent, they want to know their name, family name, country of nationality, and their relationship to you. So please fill in those details as shown on the screen and click save and continue. Where will you stay in the UK? They want to know what your accommodation arrangements are. Are you going to be staying in a hotel? Are you going to be staying on school accommodation? Are you going to be staying off campus? Whatever your plans are, this is the page where you're going to be indicating that. So you need to start by entering a UK postcode and click to find the address if you have the postcode, or just enter the address manually below. This section will be looking at your travel history. They want to know if you've been to the UK in the past 10 years. If you've never traveled, it should be a no, but if you have traveled to the UK, you need to put a yes and then enter the details accordingly. Besides the UK, if you've also been to other countries worldwide, this would be the page where you indicate it with dates. The UK would like to know what day you predict you would arrive in the UK. You may not know the exact date, but you actually have to put a particular day, month, and year. The best guess is to use your latest arrival date as listed on your CAS, or just guess how long it would take for your visa to come out, depending on which visa route you've paid for. Please include all the information about your immigration history in this section. If you have any criminal convictions or have been convicted of any war crimes or any acts of terrorism, this section would be where you'd need to indicate that. But if you have no convictions, you'd also need to answer that at this point in the form. Section is the sponsor license area, where you input all the details which have been indicated on your CAS letter. So your sponsor license number will be indicated on your CAS, your sponsor's address, the city and postcode, and the sponsor would be your university or institution.